This is Tank's Vlog. August 10th, 2018, we're wrapping up the day in sports. As they play the year's final major, baseball is in the dog days of summer, and the NFL played its first full week of preseason. We'll start in the NFL, where in the Meadowlands, the Giants and Browns faced each other, with the two top draft picks both impressing. Saquon Barkley broke off a tremendous 39-yard run, while Baker Mayfield threw for 212 yards, 2 touchdowns, as the Browns beat the Giants. The Browns won the game, but it doesn't count. Wah, 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 wah. Of course, none of these games count. I mean, you could be the champion in the preseason and end up going winless in the regular season. But Browns got to be happy with what they saw, so that's the key there. Colt fans also have to be happy that Andrew Luck saw some action today. Threw completed 7 passes, 6 of 9 passes, excuse me. Was sacked once. He'll be under assault all year. The Colts don't have a real good team around them still. Just complete, total botching of a star quarterback who has been beat to hell. Jets got to watch out that they don't do that to Sam Darnold, which might be a good reason why Jet fans need to temper their enthusiasm a little bit. Darnold might be a good player, but if the Jets don't have the players around him to protect him, it will be better off sitting him for the time being. Jets will be playing their first preseason game on Friday night against the Falcons, also at MetLife Stadium. And then there are a few other games of note. You don't really want to take too much stock in preseason. Ryan Tannehill returned for the Dolphins as they lost their Battle of Florida 26-24 to the Buccaneers. Eagles started their defense of the Super Bowl, and they lost to the Steelers 31-14 in a Battle of Pennsylvania. But as I said, nobody will remember these games come September. In St. Louis, they began the PGA Championship, the final major of the year, at the Belvedere Country Club. And Gary Woodland ended up having the best round of the day, shooting a 6 under par 64. Tiger Woods had his ups and downs, ended up at even. Dustin Johnson's 3 back at 60 after shooting a 67. A lot of low scores. They say this tournament, the players might have their way with the conditions. So we're going to probably see a lot of scores below par, and it'll be interesting to see where the cut line ends up tomorrow. One golfer who is definitely in trouble is Phil Mickelson, who went 3 over. It's starting to look like the end of the line of Phil Mickelson being a championship-level golfer. So we'll see what goes on Friday and see who makes the cut as the year's final major gets underway, and it will be the final time the PGA is played in August. Next year, it moves to across the street from Stu Finer's house at the Bethpage Black course. So that's going to be interesting next year when they play it in May. I'm not a fan of it, but they said that the FedEx wants to move up from September because it gets lost in the NFL shuffle. So I guess it'll be the FedEx people will be watching that in August. And now back to baseball. Mets are off today before playing a series against the Marlins. And the Red Sox, they had their winning streak come to an end as they lost to the Toronto Blue Jays 8-5. However, even in the loss, the Red Sox continued to impress as Mookie Betts completed the first cycle of the season. Yankees gained the ground. Neil Walker homered from both sides of the plate. Giancarlo Stanton hit a home run that would look like a laser beam as the Yankees beat the Rangers 7-3 in the start of a 4-game series in the Bronx. It was the Pirates doubling up the Giants 10-5. The Nationals, they beat the Braves 6-3. It was the Indians 5-4 winners over the Twins on a walk-off single by Michael Brantley. And that race is all about over. The Indians now lead by 11 games. Hunter Renfroe hit a grand slam home run in the ninth inning as the Padres stunned the Brewers in Milwaukee 8-4. It was the Rays edging the Orioles 5-4. The Mariners began a 4-game series in Houston, battered Justin Verlander and beat the Astros 8-6. While the Dodgers beat the Rockies 8-5. But not all good news is good for Dodgers in Dodgertown as Kenley Jansen was taken to the hospital with an irregular heartbeat. It's something they definitely have to watch out for if you're in LA. Jansen is one of the top closers in the game and is a valuable piece to the Dodgers puzzle if they want to win the World Series. Today's 3 stars are Mookie Betts with his cycle, Denard Span, who had a home run, 3 RBI, and 2 runs scored, while going 3-for-3 for the Mariners. Hunter Renfroe is the 3rd star with his grand slam in the 9th inning against the Brewers. Today's birthday shout-out goes to former Knick John Starks, who turns 53. Knicks, once again, in the news for the wrong reason today, by the way. James Dolan. It's like there's a contest right now between the Wilpons and James Dolan of who is the worst owner in New York. And just when you thought the Wilpons had taken the lead, James Dolan drops the track I Should Have Known, his tribute to Harvey Weinstein. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known, I should have known, I should have known. Well, this is how he should have sung it. I should have known. I think this is out. I should have known, I should have known. I should have known that would be the last of this lighter. I should have known Isaiah would ruin the franchise. I should have known, I should have known, I should have known, I should have known. Stephon Marbury was greedy, a player who won't improve you, but will drag you down in the end. I should have known Amari would break down. I should have known, I should have known, I should have known. I should have known Carmelo was not a team player. I should have known, I should have known, I should have known. I should have known Phil Jackson was a fraud. I should have known, I should have known, I should have known. I should have known Joakim Noah can't play. He is just ugly and taking up a lot of roster space. I should have known. I should have known. Ooh, I should have known. On this date in sports 20 years ago, Hunter Wendelstedt made his umpiring debut in the majors, and he did so on his father's crew. The Wendelstedts became the first father and son umpiring combo to umpire in the same game. That would be the final year of Harry Wendelstedt's career. He would retire after 33 years. Of course, the Wendelstedts run the most famous umpiring school. More than half the umpires that currently are in Major League Baseball have been trained by a Wendelstedt. That's an incredible stat. So check out the story at Barstool Sports and at Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. It's Friday. Which, if you haven't listened yet, listen to Allow Me to Be Frank, History of the Browns. SoundCloud, iTunes, give us a thumbs up. Give us high ratings. Let us rise. Let us show everyone that we could be a top level podcast. You know, if you continue to like us, maybe one day we could go live, become an actual radio show. You know, just imagine that, calling me live. And the only way you do that is by boosting Allow Me to Be Frank. SoundCloud, iTunes, listen. And I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. Have a good day.